doors through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Mustangs. I know this is like the third consecutive video that I'm making about them, and I guess I've already kind of answered this question yesterday, but I've still been seeing so many people ask if Spirit is going to get an update along with all of the other Mustang horses. So I guess I really wanted to delve a little deeper into this topic. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as always, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, it really means a lot. And now let's get into it. So of course I had to write Spirit today since I'm going to talk about him, but first let's talk about how, Spirit actually came to be in SSO. I feel like questions regarding Spirit just in general are always there, like will he return? Why did SSO even remove him? But basically at that time, DreamWorks had a new series coming out which was called Spirit Riding Free, and they wanted to advertise it. And what better way to advertise a horse animated series than to put the horse in the biggest horse game? So obviously DreamWorks and Star Stable partnered up to, bring Spirit to Jorvik. And Star Stable basically had a license to have Spirit for just a little over 2 years, and that has obviously since expired. And obviously now there's really nothing in it for DreamWorks to, have Spirit in Star Stable since, they don't have this brand new show coming out. And on Twitter a few years ago, Star Stable answered someone asking if Spirit will be coming back to Jorvik after, he left, and they said, no, Spirit will not be returning. He's returning to our friends at DreamWorks who were kind enough to let him visit us for a period of time. So yeah, Spirit will not be coming back, like, ever. But I think it would be cool of SSO to make a code that's at least semi-similar to Spirit or his mother, partner, child. I don't know what he has. I don't think I watched Spirit ever, but I still think he's such a special horse, so I still wanted to talk about him. So yes, sadly Spirit will not be returning, and he will not be getting an update alongside with, all of the other Mustang horses. But Star Stable might still make a horse that's kind of similar to him, so that's it. Spirit was a special event horse who is based on the horse with the same name from DreamWorks, Spirit Riding Free. Spirit functioned as an NPC that gave out daily quests once an hour every day between 8 and 9 until player reached an admired reputation with him, whereupon he could be bought and owned like a normal horse. Okay, so before I continue, I actually really like this idea. I think it was similar with Fjords, where you had to actually work for a horse. I mean, now you have the Rune Runner, but that's just like more than 100 days of grinding, so I don't think that's the same at all. I don't know how long it took for you to get Spirit, but I don't think it was that long, and I feel like it was much more rewarding when you actually were able to buy him. And I don't know, I feel like he was kind of special, though I actually didn't want to get him, but I was just like, you know what, he's gonna leave one day, so I'm just gonna get him. And he was actually pretty cheap. I think he was like 600 and something star coins, and if you compare that to prices of, other horses on SSO right now, that's actually really good. And I feel like if we could like work for some horses, and if they were like 100 or 200, 300 star coins cheaper because of that, that would have been really nice. Though I honestly don't think SSO will ever like do something like this again, except if they get partnered with another like company with a fictional horses or something, which is kind of sad, but I'm just, I guess, happy that I was a part of it. This sounds a little weird, but anyway, let's continue on. So Spirit appeared somewhere on Jorvik every hour between 8 and 9. Every time he appeared, the player could do a quest for him, which gave the player 750 reputation points. New reputation levels with Spirit unlocked new items in the Spirit shop in Fort Pinta, and when the player reached the reputation level admired with Spirit, they could buy a Miradero apple from the Spirit shop in Fort Pinta that cost 699 star coins. By buying the apple and trading it with Spirit, he would choose to stay with the player and move to the player's My Stable like any other horse. I guess it was $699, but that's still a pretty good price. And I also think it's kind of cool how, you didn't like just go up to him and buy him. You had to buy an apple, give it to him, and then he would decide like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay with you. I've seen a lot of discourse of, people saying that the game doesn't feel as alive as it did. It doesn't feel like, there's a real world in there. And I feel like, something like this would be pretty cool. I mean, obviously not with every horse, but I feel like it would be cool, I don't know, when we get magic horses. Maybe they could stay for, I don't know, a month. I have no idea how long they stay for. And I don't know, you had to do, I don't know, 3 quests or 3 reputation things to get something and then buy them. Just something. Spirit as an owned horse. Because Spirit was a wild horse, there are a few things that differ between him and other horses on Jorvik. Spirit was bought by finding him somewhere in Jorvik and giving him Minatozy apple. Spirit's name could not be changed. Spirit's mane and tail could also not be changed. Spirit cannot wear any tack. And Spirit was already at level 15 when he moved to the player's stable. Spirit followed a weekly schedule and appeared at certain times at certain places, which varied depending on the day of the week. Each hour, Spirit appeared in a new location where he would give the player a new quest to complete. The schedule went after the server's official time, which could be observed at the clock tower in Silverglade Village. And obviously there was a schedule, which I feel like it's so cool. Like, I know I sound very negative, but I do think SSO is in a sense improving. I mean, they're better than they were like 2-3 years ago, but they're still, I feel like, worse than they were like 4, 5, 6 years ago, And I feel like, having this schedule is kind of cool. Like, there's something to do. This really reminds me of, the rainbows or stuff like that. But at the same time, as, cool as it was for Spirit to be in all of these places, if you played during the time that Spirit was in the game, you would know just how annoying he would get after like a week. When you became admired, there was really nothing for you to really do with him. But when you were near him, you would still get a pop-up like, oh, Spirit is somewhere nearby, go like do a quest with him or something. I don't know exactly what it said, but that was just the most annoying thing ever. I remember everyone was so like mad at that, and honestly, it was annoying for me too. So, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows with Spirit, definitely not. Oh, and another fun fact, I've done it a few times in this video, I'm not sure if it showed, but Spirit is actually the only Mustang in SSO that will not bug the player if you press the spacebar. It will just rear. I don't know why they did this, but they did, so yeah. But here's also what they posted in their news about it. Find the Spirit of Jorvik. DreamWorks Spirit Riding Free is coming to Star Stable. We're super excited to bring DreamWorks Spirit Riding Free to Star Stable. You'll find him in the game starting today. Once you log in, you will be able to spot Spirit somewhere on the island every hour. There's really no way of telling where he will show up, so gather all your friends and keep an eye out for him. Spirit is a wild Mustang with a free soul that can't be tamed, but if you help him and treat him right, you can build reputation to become his trusted friend. Whenever Spirit shows up on Jorvik, he will have a quest for you. Every time you help Spirit with one of his quests, you will gain more reputation with him. And the higher your reputation level, the more items you will be able to buy from the brand new Spirit shop in Fort Pinta, owned by Spirit superfans Tori and Sally. Here you will find the special Minatozy apple. Legend says that these apples only grow in the area where Spirit was born. You can only buy the apple if Spirit truly trusts you. Who knows, when you feed Spirit the apple, he might decide to move to your stable. How can I get Spirit to my stable? When you complete enough quests with Spirit to reach the reputation level admired, you'll be able to buy a special Minatozy apple from the new Spirit shop in Fort Pinta. When you feed the apple to Spirit, he'll move into your stable. What sets Spirit apart from other horses in Jorvik? Since Spirit is a wild horse, he will not agree to wear any tag. When he moves into your stable, he will already be at level 15, and you cannot change Spirit's name, mane, and tail. In May of 2019, Star Stable posted this alongside their other news. They said, Spirit is leaving soon in May. It's time for Spirit to leave Jorvik. During the Wednesday update on May 29th, Spirit, along with the fangirls Tori and Sally in Fort Pinta, will leave Jorvik for good. If you'd like to befriend Spirit and invite him to stay in your home stable, make sure to do so before then. If you get Spirit before he leaves, he will stay in your home stable and you can ride him anytime you want. If you sell him, you will not be able to get him back. Same thing goes for the items from Tori and Sally's shop in Fort Pinta. When Star Stable partnered with DreamWorks, they actually did post a few videos on their YouTube channel about it, so here they are.
Hello Star Fam, and welcome to Star Stable News! No doubt about it, the past few weeks have brought us some really cool content in the game, and we thought, hey, why stop now? So we got a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Sometimes change can be scary. Like moving from the city to the middle of nowhere. Leaving all my friends behind. And being the new girl in a strange place. Wow. But even though I don't know what to expect, I get the feeling it's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna ride, I'm riding free. So come along, let's go along, come on a journey with me. I'm gonna ride, I'm riding free. As long as I am here with you, I feel the spirit within me. Yeah, yeah.
What if I told you that DreamWorks Animation just released a brand new Netflix original series, Spirit Riding Free? And what if I told you that starting today, Spirit can be found in the game? What?
I'm gonna ride, I'm riding free. So come along, let's go along, come on a journey with me. I'm gonna ride, I'm riding free. As long
Spirit is a free soul, and he cannot, under any circumstances, be tamed. But if you treat him right and help him out, you might eventually build enough reputation points to become his trusted friend. This Mustang will run freely wherever he wants, so every hour he will appear randomly all over Jorvik. And there is really no way of telling where he will appear, so grab all your friends and keep an eye out for him, or you might find him.
Whenever Spirit shows up, he will have a new quest for you, and for every quest that you finish, you will gain reputation points with Spirit. The more quests you do with Spirit, the more reputation points you'll gain, and that will unlock new exciting items in the brand new Spirit store in Fort Pinta.
When you reach reputation level Admired with Spirit, you'll unlock the special Miradero apple from the Spirit store in Fort Pinta. Feeding him one of these apples will most certainly make you two the best of friends.
After an apple like that, Spirit might even want to come and stay in your stable.
Since Spirit is a wild horse, he will not be able to wear tack, and you can't change his name nor his mane and tail. He can be found all over the island of Jorvik. To invite him to come stay in your stable, you give him the Miradero apple. If he chooses to stay with you, he will already be a level 15 horse.
So what are you waiting for? Go ride free beside Spirit, and maybe, just maybe, he will accept your friendship.
As if this week wasn't wild enough, Jorvik is in a festive mood and spring celebrations starts today.
This means there will be heaps of fun over at Marley's farm as he goes all in for the annual potato race.
Potato!
You can do the race several times. At first, you try it out by yourself, but then you can invite your friends and then you can do it all together. So hurry over there to try it out.
That was all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Visit our website at www.starstable.com and check back with us next week for the latest game news.
Oh, and hey, we made an extra special video about what it was like creating Spirit in the game. Click the card up in the right-hand corner now to watch the video.
Hey!
Whenever Spirit shows up, he will have a new quest for you, and that's what's gonna happen. Whenever Spirit... But you... Loud applause. Gather your friends. Like this.
Like this.
Do it like this.
Very much like this.
Jag tror du har ett litet snor också.
Ta bort.
So what are you waiting for? I don't know. It wasn't wild enough. Yeah. Potatoes! Bless you. Start blue. You hima. Va? Whenever you... It's the more... items in the bread bucket. Where is that? Fuck it. Okay. More question. Look and okay. But then you can invite...
DreamWorks Spirit Riding Free has premiered on Netflix, but the Spirit Adventures continues on Star Stable. We're gonna meet the animators, designers, and 3D artists who made Spirit come to life in the game. Hello, Star Fam! As you may
And Spirit begins to trust the player a lot more, and eventually he might even let the player ride on him.
Hello!
Hello.
How?
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. So tell me, who are you?
I'm Hannah. I'm a 3D artist here at Star Stable. So I make graphics, 3D art for the game.
So what is your role in the Spirit Adventure?
I watched the series and then I decided what kind of gear and clothes and accessories that we were going to make for the game.
So what kind of things are there in the game?
Well, except for clothes and gear, I also found Lucky's teddy bear in her room in the background, so I thought that this was really cool to have in game.
Yeah.
And so I took a print screen and then I gave it to my colleague and said, "This we can do. So please draw it.
We want this.
We want
Do
this.
it.
Please draw this for me."
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. So you can watch the TV series and then play the game and
and see the connections and
Yeah.
see the same clothes and gear and
the
items.
details.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. Okay, so I'm super hyped about this, but how do I get these things in the game?
Yeah, well, some items you will get as a reward while playing the game, and some of them you can buy. And this you can do in Fort Pinta by 2 girls that sells the items.
Who are these 2 girls?
Well, they're Spirit super fan girls, and they will help you and guide you through the adventure with spirits.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for having me and answering all of my questions. It's been amazing, and thank you for making it possible to play Spirit in the game. It's gonna be so good. Thank you. Bye. That was it for today, guys. Now make sure that you go and watch DreamWorks Spirit Riding Free on Netflix right now. If you live in a country where the show is not available yet, don't be sad. You can still experience Spirit in Star Stable. So go there now for loads of adventures. See ya. Bye! What are you doing here?
But anyway, I think this is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed as always, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye!